Hello. I don't know how to hold this camera. Hi. Um, how do I even start this? I'm so bad at intros. I guess it's like that when everybody starts making YouTube videos, isn't it? You know me. And if you don't, you will soon enough. I'm mainly making this kind of for myself so that I can look back at it in the future and be like, dang, I came a long way. But if anybody else watches this, thank you for watching, I guess. I had quit my job that I was working. I was working for a moving company. And even during the slow season, they kept making all these mistakes that didn't make any sense to be making. So I kind of got tired of it and I quit. And it's been like a month and a half now at this point. And I haven't been able to find a new job. I didn't have the financial stability to be able to do that. I did at one point in time, but then I ended up spending out all that savings. So yeah, and then I just never restored it. So I'm starting over. I hate to admit it. I do. I really do. I hate to admit it. And the reason I hate to admit that is because I don't know how many other people agree with this, but the thought of asking people for help irritates me. I don't like asking people for help. Not when it comes to life things. Which I'm kind of now realizing that to my friends it probably seems very irresponsible that I don't allow them into my life that way. Because for at least some of them, they would be very honored to be given the opportunity to help and support me. And some of them did in ways that they don't even realize, but I'm starting over, which is the purpose of this vlog. Going back to Texas and moving in with my mother and brother. I'm not happy about it. They don't know what I look like. They don't. They don't know that I have a neck tattoo, and I am from a Hispanic culture. And if anybody knows anything about Hispanic culture, it's really hit or miss whether they're accepting of tattoos or they're just straight up they don't like tattoos. They don't fuck with tattoos. And my family is one of those where they're not accepting of tattoos to a degree, not to the extreme where they would just kick me out, but they will make a scene out of it. They'll cry for sure. My brother won't. He grew up in America for the most part, so he doesn't care. But the aunts, my mom, all of those people that grew up in Salvador, they will care. So right now I have to clean, and it's a little embarrassing, but I'm gonna show you what I'm working with, because it's not the worst. Actually, it's not the worst that my apartment has been, but I definitely got to get some of this trash out. At least put into a bag so that when I go to throw it out, it's all already consolidated. Yeah, you know what? Let me just show y'all, because I've been sick for a few days now, since this past Saturday or Sunday. This is kind of embarrassing. I'm exposing myself a little bit. Okay, out here, all my napkins and a few beer cans, some trash. There, I can't even tell if you can tell. I hate big lights. I do. I really do. Oh, it's bright. It's okay. There's that. And then all my bar stuff. Oh my gosh. And then dishes. Let's fucking rock on. I'm probably gonna put some music on. I'm debating on if I should shower first, but I think I'm gonna do this and then shower, just so that I don't feel like I'm getting dirty from cleaning. I don't know if that makes any sense. It makes sense to me. I did it. It didn't take me very long. All right, it's like a studio apartment. What? It's a studio apartment. It doesn't take very long to clean. I still have dishes to do, and I will do those eventually. Soon. I will have to do them soon. I guess I could show you. I feel like there is a pretty big difference. To start with the kitchen, I guess. Start with the kitchen. These looks kind of good. Got all the trash into a trash bag. These I'm gonna definitely have to break down and get them put into a trash bag, their own separate trash bag. I left the little, I forgot what it's called. This thing on top of it, on the sugar, on the syrup, so it molded. So I have to throw that away. Lesson learned. Look at that. I think this is the one that shows the biggest difference, really. This is also the area that I've been rotting in the most. I didn't even put the pillows back, but that's fine. I'm gonna shower. That's what I'm planning on doing next. And then probably do my dishes, since I'm already up doing stuff. Because if I sit down, we all know it's wraps if I sit down. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I am like that for sure. What I was listening to, I don't know if you guys can really tell, to be honest. Maybe I'll include my friend, because he wants to drink one last time before I leave, which is kind of nice, to be honest. Maybe I'll include wherever we go, because I told him it'd be pretty dope if we could go to a bar that I've been really wanting to go to lately, and it's called the Devil's Reef, and it's a goth themed bar. There's another one nearby that I used to go to all the time. I actually got a hoodie from there, or a sweater, and it's called the Church Cantina. Best place. It's great. The vibes are great, but the owner gives me some weird vibes, so I kind of stopped going. Whenever the owner's there, I just feel like I'm not supposed to be there. So, cause I'm gonna miss Seattle, dude. Oh man, what a city it is. There's always something going on. You can always find an event. You can always find something to do if you're really bored. I'm sure I could do the same thing in Texas, but it's not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find another more goth places and stuff to go to in Texas for me to feel comfortable, I guess, really. I'm not sure if I'm gonna record everything tonight. I don't know how late we're gonna be out. Probably until 2 or 3 in the morning. Which I know to most people that are night owls that they're like, dude, that's an early night, but yo, I got a low social battery. I'm ready to hear some goth music tonight. I'm kind of hyped for it. It is 1:48 in the morning. The bar I really wanted to go to, it was called the Devil's Reef. And it was a pretty good bar, actually. Everybody was really nice. I had 2 drinks there. No, I had 1 drink there. It was really strong. It was called, I don't remember what it's called. It was the first something. I didn't mind it. It kind of grew on me the more I drank it. And then we came back to my place, smoked a cigarette real quick, and then left to the next place. Yeah, tell me why the next place was closed because of the ICE protests. So disappointing. It sucked. I was like, oh my gosh, that was the one place that I was like, I know I'm gonna love this place. We went to a bar that was on the same strip. The bartender there, that lady, she could have just been fed up with the night. That bar, every time I've gone in there, it's never been busy. It's not anything crazy. Honestly, you go in there and it feels like there's a lot going on. Yeah, no, she just seemed to be very, short with us and didn't seem to be interested in making any drinks. I asked her to make a Moscow Mule, And a Moscow Mule is not that difficult to make. Actually, no. So I ended up ordering a whiskey sour. That whiskey sour was the worst whiskey sour I've ever ended up having, which is crazy because I've made my own whiskey sours. I make a pretty good whiskey sour. I'm not saying they're the best. I'm saying they're good. Like, it's an easy drink to make. It's not hard to mess up. She did not make one very well. We went to another bar after that, right across the street. They were so nice. Like, as soon as you walk in, vibe instantly different. Instantly. And the bartender, she was super cool. She talked to us. She had a whole conversation with us. She has some pretty cool tattoos. No, yeah. So it was a pretty good vibe in the end. It sucked that the bar that I wanted to go to wasn't open. But they were closed because of the ICE protests. And they went to go, I think it was to go like watch them or something. I saw the sign, but I didn't really think about it. But no, it was cool that they were supporting the whole, like being against ICE and things like that. They were huge on kind of just carrying me tonight. They bought most of my drinks. I only bought one drink tonight, and they bought most of my drinks. They did the same thing last weekend, but yeah, I genuinely, I'm going to miss Washington a lot. There's just something about Washington that feels like home to me. And that's just something that I've never felt while I've been in Texas. So, hopefully I'll be back soon. And yeah, I don't know what to say. You know what? It's the end of the night. I'm going to enjoy my Taco Bell. My little quesadillo. Yes, I speak Spanish. Yo sé cómo decir quesadilla. Okay? Cálmate, pues. I hate it when I speak Spanish. I'm very self-conscious about my Spanish. Okay. It is Sunday. I woke up so late. We went out again. Actually, we went out this past Friday night, and then we went out again last night. It's funny because I started recording on Friday, but then after that, I kind of just decided not to. But we went to like 2 different clubs yesterday. One that I've already been to before. Well, actually, I've been to both before, actually. That was the craziest my night's ever gotten, actually, out here, which is pretty dope. My almost last day here. I woke up late for my U-Haul. I was supposed to go pick it up at 9, but we didn't get back until like 5 or 6 in the morning. And I ended up passing out. I'm just now waking up, so I just showered. So I'm going to have to go walk over there and pick it up, since it's not far, but hopefully they don't say anything. But I guess I'm about to find out. Okay. It's really late. It's almost midnight, actually. So I may end up extending my stay another day just so I can get everything packed up and not rush so much and actually get some rest. So that may very well be the case, which is fine. I have this truck for like a week. It's only going to take me like 3 days to get there, really. It's exciting in a very strange way. It's not the type of excitement where you're like jumping up and down, but it's exciting in a way that feels calmer almost. I'm just ready to see what's coming my way for once in my life. I feel hopeful. I'm going to at least pack up the backpacks and make sure my dishes all get put away somewhere where it's going to be all held together, and then make sure my backpacks are good to go, because if my backpacks are good to go, that's one less thing I have to worry about. So I'm going to do that, and then the next time you guys see me, I will be on my way out. Okay. It is 6:25. Sorry, I still have it on 24-hour time. I'm going to start. I had an edible earlier, and it's kind of, I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I still did it. But I'm still going to get this shit done. I'm going to start getting everything loaded. I ended up packing everything fairly well. Like, starting with the couch, not the couch, one of the cushions from the couch. Table, then all these things are going to get stacked on top of that table, and then this is probably going to go in front of it, and everything else as I figure it out. But oh yeah, dude, I was watching Gachiakuta. I'm like hooked on that show now, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. I don't know if my friend's gonna get here because I have to give him back his hand drill, and I have a bunch of extra food that I want to give him too. I guess we'll see. Next time you see me, I should definitely be on the road. Okay, I forgot to record before I left. Obviously I finished up loading everything that needed to be loaded. And I left at a decent time. It is currently 5:50 and I've been on the road for, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes. So hopefully, I don't know, we'll see how far I get before the sun goes down. That's kind of what I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to break it into thirds. My mom still thinks it's gonna cost more than what it already is. As long as I don't go over the mileage, it's fine. And even if I do, as long as I don't go over it by a lot, it's probably fine. So, yeah, I've been coughing all morning. This cough will not go away. But I don't have anywhere to put my camera, and I want to get like a little bit of the drive, but it's probably going to be later when it's like daytime and you guys can actually see, because right now PNW is dark, bro. It'll be a few hours. It'll be like, I don't know, 4 hours before the sun comes up, I think. So, we'll see. I will definitely show you the road when it's more clear, and maybe I find another spot, or at some point I need to stop to use the restroom. So, yeah, I'm trying not to be on my phone. We'll see how that goes. Damn, I'm a few hours in so far, and it didn't hit until I started driving that I was leaving Washington. Until I was driving this morning, and I could see the very outline of the mountains as I was leaving. I guess the general city area that I'm used to being in. I was near Wild Waves when I stopped, and they're shutting that down now, which is kind of crazy. I never had the opportunity to actually go. I cried. I'm gonna be honest, I did cry a little bit. So far, I haven't made it to my very first stop, official stop yet. I haven't decided if I want to make this a 3-day thing, or if I want to try to keep it as close to 2 days as possible. Because I'd have to drive about 15 and a half hours today specifically to be able to make it exactly halfway. So, I don't know. I just haven't decided. But I guess I'll decide depending on how I feel. If I feel too tired later, when I get closer to my first stop, and then we'll see what happens. I don't know. This is my view. I don't know how good this is gonna look, but it's terrible. It's terrible. I'll fix it. Hold on. I will definitely show you better. So yeah, that's my view right now. It's almost like a Windows screensaver or something. Oh man. It's still partially hard to believe, but something about driving makes it feel so much more real compared to getting on a plane. And I was thinking about this earlier, and something about traveling makes me feel like more of an adult than anything else in my life. And I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if anybody that will see this will has that same feeling, but dude, I don't even know how I look. Probably terrible, but dude, I'm actually out here, which is so crazy. I can't get over it. In my head, it's all just a dream. It feels like it's never gonna end. I feel like I'm just gonna wake up tomorrow and I'm still gonna be in my apartment. and none of this ever happened, and I ended up like actually working a job back there, and I don't know. I think I did need the change though. I feel like I might have been getting a little bit too stagnant, too comfortable. I think maybe I do need to move around a lot more than I think I do, or move around a lot more than I have been in the past. There's just a lot of thoughts and emotions that I'm processing. Like as I was leaving and I went through the pass, the Snoqualmie Pass, I thought about all the times we left for training events to go out into Yakima, and all the like the time that I put in behind it. And even thinking about it now is making me a little bit emotional, but it's almost like this is like the most present I feel in any other moment than in my life. And I've like also thought about all like the jobs that I did when I worked for the moving company. It gave me so much opportunity to be able to see different parts of Washington that I never thought I would have seen if it wasn't for that. So I am kind of grateful for that. Man, if that company wasn't so disorganized and like they kept making simple little mistakes, I would have probably stayed there, and I would have actually probably loved working there. But it was just like a lot of small issues that built up over time, and a lot of those issues had so many solutions to them, but nobody in the office was like doing it. That nobody was like trying to solve any of the problems that was going on. A lot of like favoritism, giving people the jobs that they want, switching things around on people without like giving them notice. And it caused a lot of confusion, especially when you know you're supposed to be going far one morning, and then you show up and it turns out it's not at all what you were expecting, and it's something completely different then. So it's like you're there earlier because you expected to leave late, like having to go further, but no, they just changed it, and it just feels like a waste of time almost. I'm probably gonna go back to vibing, enjoying my scenery, like, oh god, like this is crazy. And even that, oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to focusing on driving and not going off the road. I don't know. We'll see where I end up. And it's crazy to think that I'm still in Washington. It's just not, you know, the portion that's covered in trees and greenery the way everybody pictures it, or the way everybody sees it on TikTok. So, yeah. Okay. I keep forgetting to record at certain points. I am currently in Oregon. I just stopped to use the restroom and top off the gas. Then I'm making it so that every single time it gets to like about halfway, that's when I start looking for a gas station. I don't know if that's like saving me more money, or I'm like spending the same amount regardless. Honestly, probably spending the same amount regardless, but I can't really be bothered to really think about it. I got like 5 hours to reach my first stop, and it's gonna be dark by then for sure. And I keep running into the issue with my phone with like, it won't charge if I leave it like turned on. So I just have to have it turned off with the maps on in the background. And I kind of just hope that it charges. And so far it's been charging very slowly. But then every once in a while I'll check it and it'll like go back down. And I'm like, what is going on? Dude, I've just been like zoning out for a good portion of this drive, just because it's all the same scenery and it's hard to stay focused. That's what I'm learning so far. So maybe this trip is gonna end up being like closer to 3 days. Based off that fact alone. But I guess we'll see when I get closer to my first stop, and if I want to keep going. Because the halfway point isn't super crazy far past it, because I just broke it up into thirds, so I could probably just find something else. I'll probably like check it out the next time I stop, because I got another like couple hundred miles to go before I reach my stop, like 170 I think, or something like that. And that stop, I believe, if I remember correctly, is in Utah. It's near the Salt Flats. So yeah, well, I'm in Idaho now. There's the sign. Hell yeah. It's probably super bright too. Honestly, this drive is reminding me a lot of like the reason I like to travel. Like I was saying earlier, it really makes me feel more of an adult while I'm traveling compared to like staying in one place for an extended period of time, or even like settling down and staying somewhere forever. Even though I do have that dream sometimes, like every once in a while I wonder how good could like small town life really be, or even like living on a ranch, like getting my vet tech license and living on a ranch and being like an on-call vet tech and basically just being a cowboy. But I don't know, I feel like maybe I was just meant to kind of roam, you know? I do think that's just what I was meant to do, is to kind of just be the kind of person that just roams around and then meets people. I think that's what I look forward to the most, is kind of just running into people and then having the opportunity to get to know somebody that I know I'll probably never see again. Because it's interesting the things that people say when they know they're more than likely never gonna run into you again. It's a strange bond that like makes it really easy to bond with people, because you know there's a good chance you'll never see them again. So there's little to no embarrassment. There's almost no shame. You can really like show someone your true colors to a degree, or at least like the way you think, and show someone your thought process at essentially no consequence. And sometimes, you know, you end up running into people that just give you crazy life advice that you're just like, dude, I never thought about that. I have officially done the math, and I've driven 10 hours so far. So if I do 5 more hours, I'm halfway, and my first stop is almost 3 hours away. So I'd have to add 2 more hours to the trip, but I can't really figure out how far 2 hours is. I mean, I can, but Denver is 10 hours away from where I am right now. And I, for a second, thought Denver would have been the halfway point, but it's not. It's before Denver. So I'm debating on if I even want to bother stopping, or if I want to stop at this stop, sleep in a parking lot, and then once I'm past Denver tomorrow, at whatever point in time that is, and after the sun sets, I pick a hotel, and then that hotel will be the one that I get a good rest at, and then knock out the rest of the trip, which I was planning on doing in Amarillo, but Amarillo may be further than I thought it was. I feel like I'm hitting a point now where I feel like I can keep going, but I also partially feel like I need a break, because I was kind of swerving back there a little bit. So I picked up a couple energy drinks, but I know energy drinks aren't really the best solution. I'm better off just stopping somewhere and sleeping and then going. But I also didn't realize how much more it's costing me just to continue to fill up the gas tank the way I've been doing it. So yeah, I'm already down to like $400 for the rest of this trip. And I have $200 on my credit card, so that's technically $600, which if I use the credit card, I could use that for a night in a hotel. But I only get one night. if I really play it right, play my cards right. Sun's going down. I'm gonna get back on the road before it's like super dark, so I'll figure it out. I will. Either that or something will come to me. Or maybe not, and I'll just decide to stick with it. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I will see you guys later. Oh my god. Okay. I booked a hotel in Amarillo, Texas. It is 14 hours away. I was about to say 14 minutes. I wish it was 14 minutes. 14 hours away from that hotel. It's about a 5-hour drive from there to Dallas. I tried going into a hotel tonight to see what the cheapest room was, and there was no way I was going to be able to afford 2 hotels. So I put the other hotel on my credit card because I had a little bit of money on my credit card. And I have enough money for gas, one more gas fill up, I think, on my credit card, maybe. And then after that, it's all just what I got with the 400 left. Technically 500, but yeah, I think next time I stop, I'm definitely gonna have to grab some food for me to get some energy. I tried to sleep a little bit while I was just chilling in the parking lot, and I closed my eyes for like an hour, and I just had this really weird feeling like somebody was watching me. So now I'm just gonna leave. And then I just kept thinking about the drive. So my thought process is, if I just drive now, and then every once in a while, if I get too tired, just stop, or pull off into a gas station or something, whatever I see, and stretch out my legs, get out there and let myself be cold for a little bit, and then hopefully like get some decent food, and then after that, you know, just take my stops, take my time getting there. And then if I need to take like an hour nap, I need to take an hour nap. But the theory is, not the theory, my plan is that when I get to the hotel tomorrow, I'll have a long time to sleep, and then I'll be able to wake up the next day and still be able to go to the free breakfast. And then from the free breakfast, I can gather my stuff and leave to go on my 5-hour drive. And I'll be refreshed. I'll be able to shower in the morning. I'll be able to shower at night and in the morning, which is going to be great because I feel dirty right now, especially my feet. I know. Don't even get me started. Oh, dude, look at this. Sick. Anyways. Currently in Ogden, Utah. It's basically middle of nowhere. And it's like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes away from Salt Lake City. I wish I'd be able to see the salt flats, but it is nighttime. I can't see anything. I would love to be able to take pictures. However, it's not in the cards for me today. So yeah, right now, it is currently 21:45, 9:45. On the 3rd of February. Let's see. I'll be awake to see the sunrise again. I was awake to see it go down, and now I will be awake to see it go up. It's kind of a weird feeling, but you know what? Fingers crossed, we get there. Right now, I am about like 5 hours, like 5.5 hours away from Amarillo, Texas. And that's where my hotel is. I'm just trying to survive the rest of these 5 hours at this point. I had to pull over because I was getting tired. But I don't want to take a nap, because I took one earlier. And I'm worried if I take one now, I'm not going to be able to sleep when I get to the hotel. Which probably isn't true, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm going through it right now. This is like the last little like stretch for me to be able to have a break, catch up on some sleep, shower, get clean, you know, all this stuff. Have breakfast tomorrow, and then leave for Dallas. And then that'll be the last 5 hours of that drive. Probably like 6 hours if I count traffic. in Dallas. And if anybody knows Dallas, the traffic is terrible. I'm currently in Colorado still. Kind of sick, I guess. Not that you can really see anything from here. I saw the sun rise, but there's a road that I've been coming down from that way this entire time. And the entire time that I've been on that road for the past hour has felt like this road, I don't know what this looks like. That road feels like it's never going to end. And I keep like looking down it, waiting to see like the end of the road or at least something to change, and nothing changes. It just all looks the same. It's rough. I was on the phone with a friend for a good portion of the drive here, so there is that. But now he's kind of getting on my nerves, so I don't feel like talking to him anymore. Maybe I'll go buy another energy drink. I'll let myself be cold out here a little bit longer and then keep going. I don't want to take too long and then get there when it's dark. I want to get there while it's still light out so that I can have time to get my stuff, I guess. I don't know. Or feel like I have time. And then just knock out. But I should still be making decent time. I don't know. We'll see. I feel so like just dead mentally. Drained. I feel so drained. It kind of sucks. I might see if I record part of the road, maybe when I'm leaving, and then you'll see what I mean by the road just looks like it never ends. Watch till I get back on, and this is like the one portion that's different. Maybe I'll record when I get to the hotel. I don't know. I've been kind of forgetting everything lately. Like, people have been asking me to update them and stuff, and I've just been forgetting at every stop. This day has felt like it hasn't ended. I've been driving since yesterday, and I only slept 1 hour so far. I tried to sleep in the car, but the first time, like I said earlier, I think, yeah, I just felt like I could not sleep. I like closed my eyes for like an hour, and then I felt fine. And then I decided to drive, and then I got tired again. So then I pulled over, and I actually fell asleep for like an hour. And then I continued to drive after I woke up, and I woke up because it was cold. Okay. I mean, you can't tell right now, there's cars in my way, but let's see. Where am I going? Oh, I'm about to take the next exit, but dude, this road has genuinely felt like it was never gonna end. The one portion that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna record this, suddenly looks different. I'm going to be a little bit dangerous. Hold on. Oh my god, okay. Well, I'm gonna focus on finishing out this drive. So next time you see me, I'll either be in the hotel or I'll be getting ready to leave. I don't know yet. But I got another like just empty road to look at. So this is gonna be my view for a while. Next time you see me, I will be somewhere different. I don't know, dude. I'm cooked mentally right now. I knocked out. I left the window open, or not the curtain slightly open. I just like watched the sunset as I fell asleep. It's like 2 in the fucking morning right now. Breakfast is until like 6:30. I might try to fall asleep again, but I don't think that's happening. Dude, I am not ready to be around my family. I'm still like thinking about the fact that they don't even know that I have a neck tattoo, and they haven't seen me in like 2 years because I don't call. I don't even really text. I do have a feeling like I'm not gonna be here for very long. I was even kind of looking at apartments like in the city, but I don't know. Something about getting an apartment out here just doesn't really sit right with me. Who knows? Maybe I'll be doing this drive all over again, all the way back to Washington in like a year or two. It's 7:16. I can see the sun starting to rise. It's a little bit cloudy this morning, but I'm about to start the drive back. There's a Buc-ee's on my way out from Amarillo that I'm going to pass, so I'm gonna stop there, maybe grab an energy drink. I should only need one, so I'm only gonna pick up one, and then maybe something else. I'm not too pressed about feeling like I need to go buy everything up because I'll be here for a while. First thing I thought of when I woke up this morning was apartments that I want to move back into when I get back to Seattle, because I want to live in the city this time, or at least like at the waterfront where I can see the ocean. I've already actually, so I don't know if I'm going to record when I actually get back because I have to wait for my mom to come from work to let me into the house. Yeah, I don't know, maybe after like I get all my stuff offloaded and whatever, but I have to edit this, and then yeah, I've already been looking for like goth clubs and places to go in Dallas. It's weird trying to like be a part of the culture because it can be very cliquey, but at the same time it is what it is. I also had this really sudden feeling or urge to go to a museum, so maybe when I get an opportunity to, I will be going to a museum. But I think for now I'm just gonna chill out and let myself, like, I guess, process the fact that I'm back in Texas, because I still don't feel like I'm in Texas. I feel like I could turn around right now and be back in Washington in a few hours, but that's not the case, so. Yeah, I don't think the camera's really doing the sunrise justice. I haven't seen a sunrise in a while, to be honest, but you could probably hear my music in the background. I'm listening to the Bridge City Sinners. They are the first band that I've ever gone to a concert to go watch, and I did that for New Year's, which was pretty sick. But no, yeah, I will be seeing you guys later. I just wanted to show you guys the sunrise. I can't wait to get my energy drink. So. I'm going crazy. Oh man, I'm gonna jam out pretty much all the way there. I got some music I want to listen to. I found a goth playlist that I want to listen to, because I want to definitely listen to more goth bands. I don't listen to as many, but I hope this audio is usable because I have the music playing in the background and I didn't turn it all the way down, but that's fine. You know what? Whatever. Okay, I guess I am gonna record this part. I'm here. Look at Buc-ee's. It's about to be a fucking day. I am not ready for this at all. Dude, I haven't been in a Buc-ee's in so long. This is insane. Yeah, there's one thing I need to pick up while I'm here though. They have some of the hot sauces from Hot Ones here too, which is kind of sick. Here they are. Hell yeah. I love these things. I'm not ready to be surrounded by family. I don't know why I make it sound like such a bad thing. I just don't want to keep hearing them nag to me about things that I could be doing better with my life or finding better opportunities and things like that. When I'm the kind of person that wants to create opportunities for myself instead of trying to just live off of some like corporate, I don't want to be a corporate slave to any degree. A monster, just because. And then one of my favorite of all time energy drinks, Redcon 1. I used to only be able to find these on base when I was in the Army. Dude. This is my favorite flavor too. Morning. And that. I still think it's a little weird trying to record in public. People stare at you, but they see the microphone on my collar and they're like, "Is that guy a YouTuber? Is he a YouTuber?" No. Yeah, I just post on Craigslist sometimes, you know. I don't even give enough love to my YouTube channel, to be honest. Kind of fucking sick. Okay. I'm gonna get on with this drive. I will be seeing you guys later. Probably when I'm in a better mood, because I
don't feel like I'm in too great of a mood right now. Army. I don't know, kind of sick. I forgot that I'm driving east, you know, the same direction that the sun rises from. Oh man, I was blind. I'm still blind right now, actually, even though these shades are like the darkest shades I've ever worn. Yeah, no, I don't do none. I don't do none. Oh my god, I don't know. I feel like all the angles that I've been recording from are very awkward. But I just got here. I got here yesterday. Dude, those 5 hours for some reason felt actually pretty tough, but it was fine. I got here. I turned in the truck today instead of yesterday because the place was closed and I didn't see another way to be able to turn it in. They said I could have done it through the app, but the app is not, I don't know. The app doesn't make any sense. It feels so weird being here. It doesn't feel, this does not feel like home. But I don't know. Hopefully soon enough I will be back in Washington if I can get a job that pays decent enough for me to be able to help them out, and then also allows me to be able to save a good amount. And then hopefully by the time I'm done paying off my debts, well, surely by the time I'm done paying off my debts, I'll be able to save so much money. I just got to get there first. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't know what it's going to look like or how it's going to turn out, but you know, it is what it is. You know, doing vlogging is not as easy as it seems. You know, you think you just turn a camera on and like talk to the camera, but it feels really awkward. In public spaces, it feels really awkward. So far, it's really weird. I saw one of my friends that I grew up with, and dude, he's like updating me on everybody's like story, and almost everybody I know has gotten married, has kids, even he has kids. And dude, I've been going crazy, dude. I've been like out going to car meets, bike meets. I was in the Army. I got to shoot guns and got paid for it. I've been living one of the wildest lives that I don't think my family has ever seen, and I'm not sure they'll ever see it. But, you know, starting with this vlog, I definitely plan on trying to keep track of whatever's going on. Maybe I could do like a weekly vlog or something. I don't know about vlogging every single day, but I think I'm going to try to use this to be able to get myself to go do more. Yeah, I guess wherever you guys are, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Just enjoy the time, man. There's so much pressure going on in the world right now. There's a lot of pressure to have to make a decision for everything, and not everything needs to be, like, you don't need to be included in everything. It's not that deep, so have fun. Don't party too hard.